People happen to think that since the Torah obligated us to become Baalei Chesed, people of kindness, to do acts of kindness, to help the public, to fulfill so many of the mitzvot of the Torah, what we call Ben Adam Lechavero, between a Jew to his friend, since it's almost half of the Torah, the relationship between me and my society and my people and my friends and relatives. So therefore, the more I help people, the more I get, which is true. This is what everybody is aware of. But there's one thing that almost no one is aware of, unfortunately. It's so important to know that when a person does chesed, kindness, when he does good deeds to others, when he takes away from his time, from his money, from his efforts, he goes and helps, and he spends a lot of his energy to help others, he may be very disappointed to find out in the end of his life that almost none of it counted as a mitzvah. It won't even count as a good deed. How? How is it possible? The answer is, if he helps the whole world and he neglects his wife and his own family, which means every night he's out there, his wife is alone, miserable at home, he doesn't give her attention, what he signs in the ketubah when he married her in the agreement, he promises to give us everything she needs and to be a husband, not just to be a roommate. A man has an obligation towards his wife, but he's busy with good things. It's not that he's going to the bar to drink and to do drugs. He's a person who goes and makes mitzvot. Rabbi Chaim Vital, one of the most legendary Kabbalists in history, the student of the Ari HaKadosh 500 years ago, he wrote that the first thing that God is checking after the death of a person, when he comes to God into the trial in heaven after 120 years, is if a person did chesed to his wife, if a person was loyal and faithful and helpful to his wife first. If yes, then they begin to review all the good deeds that he did to others. Whatever he did to others is a great thing. If he did to everyone except his own people, it won't count, because it's all fake, it's not real. The real thing is to do chesed, to be grateful to somebody that you owe, not to someone you hardly know. It's also important, but first come your closest people, your relative, your wife, your children, your cousin, your uncles, the people of your city, the people of the congregation, and then somebody from overseas or somebody from other town. There's a list of requirements, there's a list of importance, who comes first. That's why to do something according to the Torah, not learning the laws that applies to it, may leave you very surprised in the end. And this is what we find today. We find a lot of religious people that they want to do good things. They go, they give lectures, they go to help people, they go to make peace in houses, they tutoring, they bring foods to poor families. It's a lot of great things. But the wife sits depressed at home. She's alone, she's raising the kids by herself, she's raising them, she has to do everything on her own. There's no husband to support her in her crisis, before giving birth, after giving birth, nobody to be with his own children. He's always busy, and when they ask him, why are you like this? He says, I'm doing it for you. I'm busy for you. I'm working so hard. I want you to get education. There's always answers for it. But that person has to know. Nothing will be count unless it starts with your own wife, that she's your half. She's your other half of your soul. God puts you together with her. She does for you. She does the food and the laundry and supports you and raises your children. And so many other things she does in her house for you to be ungrateful and to go to help strangers. First, start in your own home. Thank you very much.